Welcome back to 18 News Time once again for our weekly visit to the Dubois County Humane Society on Warrensburg Road in Jasper. Donna Hopkins is with us again this week as always. And Donna, we're going to feature Reggie, who is a hound.
Big old hound.
Big old hound.
Yes, this is Reggie. He is a walker and tree coon hound. So he is... as you see, he's a big boy. He only weighs 78 pounds, when you say only 78 pounds, but when he stands up, you're going to see how tall this boy is. He is very well behaved. As you see, I'm giving him a snack. He is waiting for me to release the food and not taking it from me. That's a good boy. He knows sit. He knows basic commands. Let me give you a little history on Reggie. Reggie had, and he sees a kitty up above. He's just curious. He's not mean to him. He's just curious of like, well, what's that little furry fun person or little thing over there? But anyway, sit.
Sit. There you go.
Good boy. Anyway, Reggie initially was found as a stray. He was out and about. We don't know how long he was running. We don't know his story of how he got on the stray situation. That's one thing about hounds that we need to remind everybody. Hounds live by their nose. Their nose goes first, and they will go and go and go and go and go. So if you have a hound of any kind, a hound mix, we ask you to please be aware that their nose will win out 100% of the time because that's what Mother Nature has geared them to do. And we're also very, very picky for a dog like Reggie because he has two items that you have to be aware of. Number one, he was a stray, so that means he goes. He's also a hound, so his nose has got to make him go. So he's got two things that make you have to be a little bit more vigilant to keep him at home and keep him comfy. That's why we're asking people, no, you need to sit. That's why we're asking people to have a fence. Sit. And to make sure that he doesn't let Mother Nature take over and he just go for a while. Anyway, he was adopted, I will say that, but due to no fault of his own, the family that adopted him did not know that their child was going to be allergic to dog hair. So Reggie got brought back to us. They said he was a model citizen, a great family dog, loved belly rubs, loved to have his own recliner because as a big dog, as you see, he wanted his own space and his own way of having things, but he would climb up on the couch and love to be a couch potato with you. He is available for adoption. His adoption fee is $100. He's all up to date on his vaccinations, and he is neutered, and he is ready to go and be a happy family. As I mentioned, we have cats in here in their kennels. He is strictly curious. He was not aggressive. Tina, who is one of our little office cats, she told him who's boss, and he backed off immediately. So he is respectful of his place in the hierarchy. You're welcome to come and see this big old boy whenever we have our adoption hours, which is on Monday night, Wednesday night, and Saturday days.
Okay, and dogs like Reggie, I mean, you just don't have ones this big all that often.
We don't, do we?
No.
And so he, like I said, he's as big as he is. I would have thought he'd been heavier, but once again, hound dogs are usually not beefy. They're usually lean because they run and chase that prey, and so that's exactly what he is. He almost has a little bit of basset hound about him with these big ears. I'm not saying that he has any basset about him, but my daughter has a basset hound, and every time I see Reggie, I think of Franklin because he has those wonderful floppy ears. We don't see very many big dogs, so if you're looking for a larger dog, here's our guy because he is just super friendly. As you see, look at him. He's just very respectful, very calm. He does have a hound bark. I will let you know that when he does bark, and that's not that often that I've heard, but when he does have that bay.
All right. Of course, we just got through Thanksgiving. Christmas is just around the corner, just a few weeks away now. Let's talk about some holiday programs we have, or if there's anything else that you wanted to talk about today.
Right. We do want to let you know that and I am the number one guilty person in the whole wide world of giving my dog some treats from my plate or after my cleaning up the dishes. And you do need to be aware that when you do alter any animal's diet or even a human's diet, but especially the animals, when you alter their diet, you need to be prepared that they might have an upset tummy. They may get nauseous. They may have diarrhea. They may have different problems like that. So you need to really watch that and curtail that. With these sweet brown eyes looking at you, how can you turn them down when they're begging for food. But what we recommend is maybe sequester the dog, or put him outside and let him do his thing out in the fenced yard while you're having your meal. Only because when they get human food, sometimes some of them have allergies, but usually just a change in that diet can upset their tummies, and that's the last thing you need to add to all that holiday havoc anyway. It is today, Mother Nature's being very kind, and it is absolutely gorgeous outside. So on that kind of a day, you definitely want to make sure your animals have cool, fresh water. When it's blistering cold, as it will be because we're in southern Indiana, make sure that you give fresh, cool water at least twice a day. Frozen water, even when you break it up, the ice on there can still get on their nose or on their lips and can cause frostbite. So you really need to be careful. So keep that ice off when the dogs need their water. They need their water as much as their food in the wintertime because they do get dehydrated because it's cold and they need that hydration.
Okay, we got the calendar. Want to talk about that a little bit?
I do. It's coming. It's coming. It should be here today or tomorrow. We signed off on it, and we're looking so forward. One of the neat things about it is this year, a cat is the front cover. She got, I don't know if it's a he or she, but this cat is a very pretty cat, and it's going to be our front cover feature animal, featured pet. We do have 2 of the transports up to Bloomington on December the 4th and December the 18th. That is something I do want to discuss. Whenever you take your animal to anywhere, if you're going to sign them up for our Pets Alive transport, or if you're going to take them into your local vet, you're going to take them to the dog park, or you're going to have a lot of family and friends get together with their animals, make sure your dogs are up to date on their vaccines, and that includes Bordetella, because kennel cough can get shared. It's very, very easily shared, transferred, and you don't need that, and the animal sure as heck doesn't need that during the holiday season. So please, 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 please make sure that you're up to date. If you're not and you're going to go on transport, we ask that at least 10 days, preferably 14 or 21 days in advance, get caught up, and then the transport will be lickety-split, no problems at all.
That about covers it today, doesn't it?
Yes.
A lot to go over today. That's right. And, of course, information on Reggie and all the other fine animals available for adoption at the Dubois County Humane Society is available on their website at duboiscountyhumane.org, petfinder.com, and, of course, many venues via Facebook, social media, you name it. You can find all the information, what's going on here on Words and Road in Jasper. So best of luck to Reggie. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned. Weather's next.